welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. I'm sure you all agree this heat we've been experiencing is something serious. Not only is it physically dangerous, it can also threaten your mental health. Joining me to talk about it, therapist Dr. Jasmine Boone and business owner Jeff Matthews. So Jeff, you and I, we can talk and be in this heat, and it'll just change our attitudes, especially if you're dealing with someone in a frustrating situation. Why do you think that occurs, and have you experienced it?
Oh, I experienced it at home, at work, you name it, yeah. He just brings on the attitude because it's kind of like being uncomfortable. Nobody likes to be uncomfortable. It's to the point I can't even walk my dog, you know, and I open the door to take the dog to go walk, and he gives me that look like, you done lost your mind. We're about to go walking. But yeah, it almost makes you have an attitude to a point where you just want to fight if things aren't going your way. You know, you just got that look like, get away from me. You around too many people, it starts smelling like bacon. You know.
Man, I gotta see some of you around.
Yeah.
So, Dr. Boone, what is that when the heat makes us angry, exacerbate any emotional problems or issues we're going through?
Yeah, our serotonin levels are starting to be messed with. When the heat rises, we're having some issues there. So that's why we start seeing the irritability, an increase in aggression, because we're just hot, we're irritable. It's messing with other things inside of our brain.
And is there any way we can stop ourselves and say, look, it's just the heat? Think about it before you make that mistake. Or are we doing stuff like that?
I mean, that would take some extreme awareness, I'm not going to say.
Yeah, because most of the time we're dehydrated without even knowing that we're dehydrated.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's hard to like recoup where you originally should be from towards your hydration. So yeah, it does kind of make you lightheaded and you think a little differently when you're dehydrated. So yeah, it causes a lot of problems.
What would be your best advice, Dr. Boone, to handle this situation without getting yourself into trouble?
Yeah, stay out of the heat. No, I mean, honestly, be aware as possible. You know yourself, just like everybody knows I get hangry, or, you know, when I'm sleep deprived, I get really short, and my patience is short. Be aware of what happens to you when you are hot or when you are overheated. That awareness can go a long way.
And can you, if you're like working out in the elements in a situation like this, should you always bring water or like a little mini fan or something to keep you cool?
Absolutely. Anything to help with those temperatures, right? So we want to stay as hydrated as possible and as cool as possible. And you really want to think about what time of day, if I have to go outside to work out or exert myself, what time of day works best for me and my mental health.
And Jeff, your thoughts, I'm sure you're thinking about something right now.
Well, I just look at it, I treat it like birds. You know, when you come out in the middle of the day, you don't see birds flying around. Birds are like, they chilling in a cool spot with bats at that point. They're like, I'm not going out there. I'm not going to hear it.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I treat it the same way. I just try to stay away from the heat as much as possible. I don't even go outside.
And that's good if you can do it, if you can afford to do it. And
well, that's a good point, yeah, because everybody don't have that option.
To work outside, you know, individuals who may be landscapers or in construction. But thank you guys for joining us here on The Factor Uncensored.